And you seen any evidence of maintenance? You seen some hex heads on these? Looks pretty good so far. Uh-oh. We got a problem here. We're looking for evidence of maintenance on this guy, right? So we got to see some shiny bolts on the treads at least, right? You see them here, right? All brand new bolts on the treads? Oh no, that's impossible. What do you mean no? I thought for sure that those over there, let's see, these have hex, right? These have hex. Yeah. So they run out of money over here, run out. Well, the guy had money and he kept fixing, but then as soon as Kathy left the area, what did he give her for the same amount of money that he charged her here? What did he do here only?
Just paint.
Just paint. So, and these rivets, older or not in square heads? Old. Anybody know how old this building is? 80 years old. So here's a fire escape this is original to the building. So right now you have a side-by-side comparison. Fixed, not fixed, but yet painted. And if you're going to get hurt on a tread, it's on a 75-year-old or 80-year-old bolt, rivet. Any other connections? Any other cement issues? You see all the rivets on these supports? See all these rivets? There's one rivet holding the entire platform. Each support has one rivet in the front, one rivet in the back. Any hex heads, you guys see any of those rivets changed out. 80-year-old rivets. The boiler inside the building didn't last that long. How can this fire escape by the ocean, by the water, last that long? Okay, so this is good. Let's keep going to the next one to see what we got. Okay, so the guy who got this, was this a $1,000 contract or a $100,000 contract to do all the fire escapes? So he did those, he kept coming around, but then it must have been in the summer when Kathy was on vacation and he needed to finish it up before August 8th. And what did he do over here? Paint job. Okay, and now what we got? And look, this is perfect. Look straight up at this connection that has the head on one side, the bolt on the other side, and what do you got in the middle?
An opening.
You got nothing. There's nothing. That used to be a bolt.
Yeah.
So look at that connection there, right? Guys, come over here. This is what's going to hurt or kill the tenant or a fireman or you. Right at this connection, which is not a major problem right now, but that's showing you that the head is still there, the nut is still there, but the shaft is missing. Now imagine that's on a tread. Imagine that's hiding somewhere on a support, and you guys are going to go up there to take virgin, pigeon poo off the fire escape or something on the fire escape. Okay, so that's just this one. Around the corner, there's one right down by the ground here. Okay, don't go up too far. I want to show something. You right here? Now I want to teach you guys a quick class. How good you guys are getting. Ready? Now we're going to be talking about this one here, right? But now to make sure that you understand the rules, must be kept painted, must be structurally sound, right? And anything that is 50 to 75 years old either gets load tested or gets reinforced or replaced, right? That's the guarantee. So does that fire escape across the street pass or fail? Original or new hardware? Across the street.
Original.
Does it pass the inspection? No. Why? It looks like, how about the paint? Is good paint or bad paint?
Bad paint.
It's not too bad. Look, it's brown. I mean, that's not rust, that's brown. So it's not too bad, right? The paint is not too bad, right? But now, structurally, do you see any evidence of maintenance on that 50 to 75-year-old building? Right? What do you see from here? Square heads or rivets? Okay? So, you don't even have to keep your nose right on it because you can just look, you're looking for some shiny bolts. You see any shiny bolts on 5 floors, 6 floors. So with that, that's far away. And you now, you're starting to become, you understand It's going to keep you safe and your tenants. Now look at this one right up against your nose. What do we got here? What do we got in this corner? Rivets and squares. If you want to know what they look like, that's what rivets and squares look like. Now, if we keep going slowly up this fire escape, right? Look at all the original hardware. Look at the rivets. Look at the squares. All these squares, right? Now, look at the rust. Look at that rust in that connection. Right? Look at that rust. Look at this support holding it. Look at the rust in this support. Growing. Keep coming. Very rare do you get the beauty of having one right here up against your face. Now, is there rust in this connection? And how old is this rivet? And how old are these? Well, you already know. How old is this building? 80 years. How old is every bolt? Oh, somebody did some work here. Look up.
Oh yeah.
Somebody fixed one thing.
One step.
And the rest of it, how old is it?
80
Rivets or square heads?
It's bolt and nothing.
No, on this stair. Rivets or square heads? Rivets. Everything's rivets, right?
Yep.
Now, if you look up, somebody fixed one of these. Look up, see if there's any more fixings. And those are called the band-aids, the onesie twosies. Right?
Two.
Look at the top of the stringer where it's tied in with the hook. How much rust is up there? The very last tread at the very top on the inside. How much rust is on that clip? If you guys step on that, if I was up to go with my 3-pound hammer, can I make that drop? Look at all the cement. While you're looking up, start looking at all the tiers of cement coming down. Is there any water getting into this building?
Yes.
Is this an indication that water's getting into the building? Is that rusty tiers?
Yep.
Okay? So these are things we have to silicone and shut. Now this is right in your face, so look at some of the treads. Look at that tread straight ahead. Look how rotted this clip is. Now can I come here with a welding machine and give you an emergency band-aid with the current EPA laws that says you can't weld on anything that has lead? There's another issue that they're looking at. Some of your buildings are 100% free of lead inside. You know the only thing left on a building with lead? The fire escape. You know what they want to remove? They want to get this fire escape off these buildings that have the lead and put a brand new one on it that's galvanized so that this building doesn't have to go through all the crazy lead laws that it currently goes because of one thing that has lead. This. And this can easily be swapped out and a new one put on here that's galvanized. And then you have a lead-free building, which I think opens you up to more tenants, opens you up to more different things, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct? With the lead, once the lead is removed? Well, she likes less paperwork. Let's go up one more, and then we'll open up to some questions. And if you have any alleyway activity, we'll take a peek. Because imagine you guys can now start working for the city, become part-time fire escape inspectors. Cup of coffee, walking around. Okay, guys. Let's look up. Any evidence of maintenance? No little bolts, a little bolt here and there? You see little bolt fixes right here? So these are band-aids, they call them. Any major repair? Any major repair refurbishment on this whole fire escape? Okay? Square heads or rivets on this fire escape? More rivets than anything else, right? How about the fire escape ladder? Does it look like it's in good condition? Nice paint job though, right? Do we have a paint problem yet?
No.
So it's just a repair. Any cement issues? All original hardware. You're just looking to, you got rust growing in corners. Mainly your treads. 80 years they've never fixed the treads on this thing. And whenever it did, it was onesie twosies because one thing fell and they sent that poor guy out to fix one tread. Okay? So this is great because this is a fire escape that's been painted. They claim they repaired it. Did they repair anything here? They painted it. But that's the case. Right across the street, pass or fail. Evidence of maintenance from here. If that's your building. Any evidence of maintenance? Original hardware or all original? Square heads or rivets? Any cement problems from here? Just on the ground floor, can you see some cement spalling into the building? The fire escape next to it, original or hardware or repaired? Original. Paint's okay? Paint's not that bad, right? This one. Okay? So now, after a little bit of training, you guys are starting to get it. It's that easy. Yeah, you can keep it painted, but that's no longer the proof that it's good. I'm looking for evidence of maintenance, minimally on all the treads and all the supports. And I'm looking for some hex heads here and there. Otherwise, if I see rivets and squares, I gotta let the management company know that I don't think it's gonna fix correctly. And they'll have it inspected, I'll have it looked at and stay off of it until they have it inspected for your protection. Okay? Now, does anybody know if there's any staircase around here with a cantilever with a weight? All right, we can start heading back in towards the fire escape. I think you guys pretty much got it down under control. You know what to look for.